Alrighty, hello, how we doing, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you guys are brand new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. Alrighty, so I had to get my cup of joe. Here we go. My Wawa coffee. There we go, baby. Alright, Aaron Nola's on the mound today for the Phils in 94.2 innings. He has a 4.66 ERA with 93 strikeouts and only 24 walks allowed. But he's given up a home run over his last 8 games consecutively. So Ronald Acuna Jr. will be leading things off. Ozzie Albies will be batting behind him. He's over at second base. Acuna out in right field. Austin Riley playing over at third. Marcell Ozuna is the DH. He's batting in the cleanup spot. Matt Olson's over at first base. Travis d'Arnaud behind the plate. Eddie Rosario out in left field. And the shortstop is Orlando Arcia. Michael Harris II will round things up, batting ninth in center field. First pitch fouled off. Acuna is 14 for 40 lifetime against Aaron Nola with 4 homers and a .350 batting average. Phillies in their powder blue uniforms. The pitch down low. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. What is up, Icy Buckets? How are y'all doing, guys? I appreciate you all so much for coming on here. It means a lot. We got to update the scoreboard as the 1-1 is served out to right center field. Marsh on the run, and he makes the catch towards the track. Nice catch by Brandon Marsh, and there's one away. Here we go. Castellanos had to get out of the way, but there's one gone, and Acuna flies out to right center field. So once again, it's Acuna, Albies, Riley, Ozuna, Olson, d'Arnaud, Rosario, Arcia, and Harris. Here's Ozzie Albies, who's batting on the left side of the plate. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Phillies got rained out last night. They will be making up that game in a day-night doubleheader in September. The 1-0. There's a high fly ball out to right field, and it is hooked foul. Thank goodness. Sorry, I didn't answer the call. My bad. It's all good. Lucky Play says we should have beat Strider. And also Hoffman lost us our first game. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Foul ball. So the Phillies defensively, you take a look at their defensive lineup. Pitching is Aaron Nola. Behind the plate is JT Realmuto. And then from first base to third, we got Cody Clemens, Bryson Stott, Alec Bohm, and Trey Turner. 1-2 pitch popped up out to left center field. And on the run is Schwarber, and he catches it for the second out of the inning. Then in left field, we got Schwarber. In center is Brandon Marsh. Out in right is Nick Castellanos, and DHing is Bryce Harper. Austin Riley versus Aaron Nola. He has 5 doubles, 5 homers, 9 RBI, and is hitting .444 off of him. The pitch, ground ball over to third, backhanded by Bohm. Throw over to first is in time, and a 1-2-3 inning for Aaron Nola as we go to the bottom of the first. Phillies coming up to bat in just a few moments at the bank. Alrighty, guys. Hello. Hi. Let's take a quick sip of coffee. Cheers, everybody. Lucky Play says Bohm is underrated defensively. I think he makes some really good plays over at third. You know, he's not the he can struggle, but he's shown some signs that he can also play really well as well. When's trivia? Of course, trivia is in the 7th inning, as always, my guy. That's when trivia is. That's the routine now. All right. So we go to the bottom of the first. Let's go over the starting lineup for the Phillies. So we got Kyle Schwarber leading things off. He's playing in left field. Trey Turner's the shortstop, batting second. Nick Castellanos batting third in right field. Harper will DH. Realmuto's behind the plate. Stott's over at second base. Bohm is at third. Clemens at first. And Marsh will round things up in the lineup, batting ninth out in center field. So once again, it's Schwarber, Turner, Castellanos, Harper, Realmuto, Stott, Bohm, Clemens, and Marsh. And they are going to be facing Bryce Elder. Phillies have never faced Bryce, and this is his first outing against the Phillies. But in his last outing, he went 6 innings, allowed 1 earned run. That was against the Rockies, and he had 4 strikeouts. But the outing before that, when he faced the Washington Nationals, he only went 5 1/3, and he gave up 5 earned runs on 8 hits. So he had a good outing, a nice bounce back outing his last time out. But the 2 outings before that against the Nationals and even against the Mets, he really struggled. But he has a 2.6 ERA, a 5-1 record, 69 strikeouts in 83 innings of work, and he'll face Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber bounces that one back up the middle. It's fielded by Arcia, and the throw over to first is in time, and there's one away. Elder has allowed 22 walks in his 83 innings, so he doesn't necessarily walk too many batters. So Schwarber, with 1 pitch, grounds out to shortstop, and Trey Turner comes up. Phillies once again in their powder blue uniforms. Braves on the other end, they're in their dark blue uniforms, along with the dark white pants. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Dodd. He called you Dodd. That's funny. The ball is 2 strikes. Elder with the pitch, and it hits Trey Turner on the elbow, and he gets on. I don't think Elder's hit a batter this season. But that's one way to do it. First base runner of the ball game. And here comes Nick Castellanos, who's on a 7-game hitting streak. And during that 7-game hitting streak, he's batting .355 with 11 hits and 31 at-bats, along with a homer and 7 runs batted in. So 1 on in the bottom of the first and 1 out as well. Turner's over at first base. He got on after being hit. First pitch to Castellanos. Ground ball over to third base. Throw over the second. There's 1. The throw back to first is in time for a 5-4-3 double play. And that'll do it. As we go to the top of the second inning, a very quick bottom of the first. And Phillies and Braves are scoreless. Wow. Phil's fan since 75, Larry says. That is... I can back that up for sure. What is Schwarber's OBP? Kyle Schwarber's OBP? 333. 333. If you guys are brand new to my channel, all right, first of all, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Make sure you like and make sure that you hit the thumbs up button as well. I love you all so much, and I appreciate you all for being on here. I want you guys to become a member of the Play by Play with JJ family. We're growing very quickly. We've been doing this for 6 months, and so we've reached 543 people that have become a part of this family. So if you would like to do that, if you love the Phillies as much as I do, if you love the Patriots, if you love the Flyers or the Sixers, that's what we do on here, man. We call games, we have our Phillies post-series pod, and all that type of stuff. Lucky Play says, Olsen scares me. Dude, he's a beast. Like, let me just tell you, he's a really good ball player. He really is. All right, time for a sip of coffee, guys. Cheers. That is good. I never went over the Braves' defensive lineup during those 5 pitches, but we'll do it next half inning. 5 pitches by Elder, 8 pitches by Nola in their respected halves of the first. So we go to the top of the second inning now. It'll be Ozuna, Olson, and d'Arnaud who are due up at the plate. First pitch by Nola to Ozuna is taken all the way for a called strike at 93 miles per hour. It's not that sunny out. It's really just partly cloudy. No rain clouds. The clouds are pretty friendly. The 1-0, grounded foul. So the count is even at 1-1. Ozuna played for the Marlins. He's played for the Cardinals. And has been with the Braves too. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's Brian Snitker, the manager of the Braves, in the Braves dugout. And the pitch inside for ball 2. Two and 1. Nobody on in the top of the second. And nobody out. And there's a knuckle curve that's fouled off. Not too many games going on today on this Thursday afternoon. We have a couple of evening games, but not too many. The 2-2 pitch, a changeup that's in the dirt for ball 3. Got to watch Shohei Ohtani pitch in last night's game for the Angels. Payoff pitch by Nola, fouled back. He is the greatest show on earth. That is for sure. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As the count still remains full. Olson waits on deck. The payoff pitch by Nola. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Pure Adrenaline Sports wants to know if YouTube has emailed me back yet. I tagged them in a tweet and they replied with it's slowly rolling out. Got you. They haven't gotten back to me. Payoff pitch by Nola. Fouled off once again off of the foot of Ozuna. And the 9th pitch of the at-bat will be coming up. Icy Buckets wants to know, do I like Amazon Prime? I do. I don't have a problem with it. There's some good shows on there. Larry says, Braves big inning versus Nola's cause. Pitch clock violation or pitching from the stretch. As he pitches, the next pitch is fouled off. 9 pitches in this at-bat. 6 of them have been fouled. Phillies are 30-35 coming into today with a 19-12 home record. And we'll go at it again. The payoff pitch, another foul ball down the third base line. The Braves, on the other hand, they're 47-26. They're now 9-1 over their last 10 games. And they're 23-11 on the road. Another payoff pitch. It's outside for ball 4, and Marcell Ozuna wins the battle. It was on 10 pitches. 11 pitches, actually. So a leadoff walk for Marcell Ozuna in the top of the second. Here's Matt Olson, and, well, the last time he was up, it was back in the 8th inning against Andrew Vasquez. And he hit a big-time home run that's probably still landing to this day. He pops this one out to left field. Schwarber on the run, and he'll make the catch as he comes running in towards home plate. And there's one away. So after 11 pitches to Marcell Ozuna, Olson flies out on 1 pitch. Corey Cooper. What's up, Corey? Thanks for coming on here. I really appreciate it. Sorry for being away, guys. Had a 2-day solar panel job. JJ, what's up? Let's go, Phils, man. We need this win. Confidence boost. Absolutely, Corey. I appreciate you for joining us. Travis d'Arnaud comes up to the plate for the Braves. Pitch number 1 on the upper third of the strike zone over the center of the plate. And if you just subscribe to my channel, make sure that you shout yourself out, and I'll give you a shout out. That's what we do on here, guys. We have another member who just joined the play-by-play with JJ family. The 0-1 to d'Arnaud. Fouled off. 22 pitches by Nola so far. d'Arnaud hitting .260 on the season. He walked 2 times in the last game. The 0-2, outside and low. And staying over at first is Ozuna. Nola went with a curveball. It's pretty windy, I gotta say, in South Jersey. So, ballpark, I'm sure it's a little bit windy there too. 1-2 again. Another knuckle curve that was outside and low. And it almost hit the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lucky Play says, Nola has issues. I feel his worst inning is always the 4th. After that, he's fine. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nola kicks, fires the pitch. Outside for ball 3. So it was an 0-2 count, is now a full count to Travis d'Arnaud, the 34-year-old. Who started off his career playing for the New York Mets. Let's see if Ozuna goes here. Nola. Kick, steals the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is the first strikeout of the day for Aaron Nola. 2 away in the top of the second. Man, just when you think you have a nice call, you stumble on a word. And that's exactly what happens. I did get the notification of who just subscribed to my channel. C-Swell 2010. Thank you for joining Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope you're having a great day. I don't want to keep rhyming. Eddie Rosario swings and misses at the first pitch. Doggy Squad, what's up, dude? Thanks for coming on here as always, man. Appreciate it. Ozuna at first. We were scoreless in the top of the second inning. 2 outs. Eddie Rosario up. And he fouls the 0-1 off behind the plate. Nice, man. No balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Nola gets the signs from Realmuto and the pitch. Ooh, it was on the upper third of the strike zone, and Aaron Nola wanted the call as he was heading back towards home plate, and Raymond De Jesus, the home plate umpire, said it was a ball. That was clearly a strike. But nonetheless, it's a 1-2 count. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Nola will go at it again. The pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Eddie Rosario. So Ozuna walked. Olsen popped out to left. And d'Arnaud just struck out. The 2-2 to Rosario. Foul ball down the first base line. And it will go towards the ball girl. Nola goes at it again. The 2-2 pitch popped up towards the first base side in foul territory. Clemens says he has it, loses it though for a second, and he makes the diving catch as the ball somehow came back into fair territory. And the wind just picked that thing up, and it had no idea where it was going to land, but Clemens got it. And nonetheless, the side is retired. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Phillies and Braves scoreless at the bank. So Rosario fouls out to first. It was not an easy play. Okay. Lucky Play says he hopes that Clemens starts over Hall. Well, I mean, there's a reason why that I don't know if you know this, but they did send Derek Hall back down. He's back from the injured list, but they sent him back down. If you guys are brand new to my channel, man, please make sure that you become a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ family, man. Let's go. We have 544 people that are a part of the family. We want more people to join. That's what we are, guys. We're not going to really be saying the S word, subscribers. That's going to be like one of the last times we say that on here. Because because this is really a family. Okay? What's up, Jiva Newts? What is up, Gabe? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on here. Hope you had a good night's sleep, my guy. Even though you woke me up. No, I'm kidding. Oh, man. Please go subscribe to the Jiva Newts, man. Please, 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 please. Go subscribe to his channel. Gabe, post your link down below. We want more people to subscribe to you. I remember when it was a race between us and the Nats for last place. Yeah, I remember that too. I do. All right, Corey Cooper says, JJ, what do you think? All right, wild card for the Phillies or first place? Guys, in all honesty, when it comes to the Phillies, man, the expectation coming into the season was for them to win the division. That was my expectation, with or without Reese. So, I expect them to do it. Put yourself in a good position, you know? The 0-1, ooh, that was way up high, but the home plate umpire says that it was a called strike. So Elder's out there for his second inning of work. Harper's up at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes to Harper, who's batting .301 on the season. Harper also wearing his green cleats and his green batting gloves. The green Philly Fanatic batting gloves. The 0-2 pitch, ground ball over to first base. Olsen plays it on a couple of hops and wins the race to the bag for out number 1. Alrighty. Harper grounds out and Realmuto's up. Stott waits on deck. As far as the defensive lineup goes for the Braves, behind the plate is Travis d'Arnaud. On the bump is Bryce Elder. Have to change that. And over at first, we got Matt Olson. As the first pitch to JT is taken at the knees for a called strike. The second pitch by Elder is swung on and missed for strike 2. A sinker at 89. Olson's at first. Albies is at second. Over at third is Riley. The shortstop is Arcia. And in left field, Eddie Rosario plays there. In center field, it's Michael Harris II. And then right, we got Acuna Jr. The 0-2. Inside for ball 1. Corey Cooper says, I got them going first or second place. They get hot late. We just need important wins now. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball foul on a changeup that was low and almost hit the dirt. A couple weeks ago, JT Realmuto hit for the cycle. That was in Arizona. The wind is really picking up here. The pitch, a slider that is in the dirt and just a little bit outside for ball 2. JT hitting .262 on the season. Out of the 65 games he's appeared in this season, he's gone yard in 8 of those games. But this time on the 2-2, he swings and misses and strikes out on a pitch that was low and inside. Phillies left a lot of men on base in the last game that they played against the Braves, which was on Tuesday night. Hopefully they can try to get some traffic on the bases first and then score some runs. First pitch to Stott. It's outside and low for ball one. Stott hitting .295 on the season, but he's been red hot in the month of June. Elder kicks, fires, and it's down low. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Four-seam fastball taken down the heart and the soul of the plate. Bryce Elder is 24 years old. From Deoctor, Texas. If I'm saying that correctly. It's now 2-2. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch laid off by Stott. A slider that was in the dirt. Larry says Bryce Elder is a golfer's name. Nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. The payoff pitch. Line drive into center field. Harris on the run, and he makes the catch for out number 3. It was certainly hit well hard. And we go to the top of the third. It was just right at Michael Harris the second. Another 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the top of the third. Braves and Phillies are scoreless. Oof. I'm looking at hot zones, and most of our hitters have cold zones down the middle. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. We got 23 people on here, man. If you guys want to become a family member of our family, please make sure that you do so by clicking that button down below. We got 544 family members on here, man. So please make sure that you join our family today. That's what we do. Please. And thank you. 25 people now. My name is Jason Joseph. I want you guys to learn a little bit more about me. But before we do that, actually, we go to the top of the third inning. So you know what that means. It's time to say happy birthday to those athletes and to those people in sports that have birthdays today. And, well, Larry brought it up first by bringing up golf as Dustin Johnson. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to Clyde Drexler. Happy birthday to Champ Bailey. Happy birthday to Pete Maravich. Wow. Forgot that today was his birthday. Pete would have been 76 years old today. Wow. Carl Hubble, happy birthday to him too. He would have been 123 years old today. And Clyde Drexler, well, he is 61. Wow, that's crazy. But yes, so my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we cover Phillies baseball, we do Sixers basketball, Flyers hockey, and Patriots football. So if you don't want to miss any of those games, please make sure that you like, and please make sure that you become a member of our family by clicking the subscribe button. Orlando Arcia is due up as we start off the top of the third. He's currently 1 for 16 lifetime-wise against Nola, and he fouls the second pitch off. Clouds are starting to clear up a little bit as the sun is just peeking out of the sky. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Nola back out there for his third inning of work. The pitch, way up high, a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. So it's Arcia, Harris, and Acuna. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Nola kicks, steals, and that one is fouled off towards the right field side, and it goes out of play. Imagine if Nola could touch 100. Imagine if Nola could touch 98. He doesn't even touch 95 some of the time. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2. There's a fly ball drilled to deep left field. It's going back to the track, to the wall. It is a foul ball. Just by a hair as it went towards the left side of the pole. A hanging breaking ball, and Nola just dodged a bullet. And the umps are going to review this, as Brian Snicker, I believe, will challenge this, right? Is this a challenge, or is this a review here? Let's see. I don't think it touched the foul pole. I think you would have heard a little noise, but... All right. They say play on. It's a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Nola kicks, fires, and here's the next pitch. Another hanging knuckle curve. It's a foul ball again as JT tried to tag out Orlando Arcia as it was a little dribbler, and Arcia was just trying to go over to first. The pitch. Knuckle curve that's outside and low for ball 2. Aaron Nola from Louisiana. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Played college ball at LSU. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the delivery. It's outside and low. Another knuckle curve. Payoff pitch by Nola. It's grounded over towards third base, played on the hop by Bohm, and he throws it over to first sidearm, and it's in time. 1 gone in the top of the third as Arcia is finally retired. Here comes Michael Harris, the second to the plate. He's been starting to get pretty hot. His batting average is at 249, but it doesn't necessarily tell the full story. As he takes the first pitch down low for a ball. Lane Elliott, what's going on, my guy? Thanks for coming on here, as always, man. I appreciate it. The 1-0, inside and high for ball 2. So Harris has 43 hits and 173 at-bats, along with 6 homers and 20 RBI. The 2-0 pitch on the outside corner, taken at the knees for a called strike. It was a knuckle curve at 74 miles per hour. Two and one, and that pitch is lifted out to left field. Schwarber on the run, and he catches it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the third inning. Just going to mention that Harris the second's from DeKalb, Georgia. But over his last 7 games, he's 9 for 19 with a home run, 4 RBI, and 3 runs scored. And we flip the lineup card as we go back to the top of the order, and Acuna Jr. is up. And the first pitch is a knuckle curve that is fouled off. So Acuna Jr. leads the team in hits, leads the team in runs scored, leads the team in stolen bases by far, and batting average. The 0-1, inside for ball 1. Also, obviously, total bases. And doubles. The 1-1 outside for ball 2. In 73 games, he's scored 63 runs, has 96 hits, 15 homers, and 46 RBI. He's only struck out 44 times, which is even more incredible. 2-1. Hopper hit over to shortstop. Turner throws across the diamond in time for the third and final out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Aaron Nola. We go to the bottom of the third. Phillies Braves scoreless at the bank. Okay. All right, guys. Excuse me. So we go to the bottom of the third. All right, and now it is time for... there it is. So now it is time for our trivia fact of the day that we do in the bottom of the third. It's not really it's our fun sports fact. Our trivia stuff is what we do in the 7th. All right, so today's fact is the following. So today is June 22nd, 2023. So on June 22nd, 1986, let's go back 37 years ago. Just 4 years after the Falklands War between the two nations, Argentina triumphs 2-1 over England in the World Cup quarterfinals in Mexico City. But one of the most controversial goals in World Cup history mars the victory. All right, 5 minutes into the second half, Diego Maradona scores the first goal of the contest. Television replays show that Maradona hit the ball with his hand, but referee Ali bin Nasser of Tunisia, he ruled that Maradona headed the ball into the net, and there was no contact with the hand. Maradona initially disputes the claim that the ball hit his hand and maintains the ball struck, quote-unquote, the hand of God, and then he would admit years later that the ball glanced off of his hand. What a fact that was. That's your fact of the day. Another day gone. Okay. What's up, Lane? Thanks for coming on here, dude. Here's Alec Boehm, due up for the Phillies. He's hitting .263 with 7 homers and 45 RBI. And the 0-1 grounded over to shortstop. That's going to be a tough play for Arcia. Throws over to first just in time, off balance. A beautiful play by Orlando Arcia, flashing the glove and flashing the arm over at shortstop. And there's one gone as Bryce Elder retires Alec Boehm. Man, it's just sometimes like when you go over plays like that, you just really have to make sure that you practice those types of things, and it is not easy. Really isn't. Here's Cody Clemens, and he fouls the first pitch off of his right foot. Larry says soccer players cheat like Astros. You're funny. That's funny. Cody's due up. He has 4 homers, 13 runs batted in, and a .240 batting average. The pitch in the dirt. The 1-1 pitch up high for ball 2. The 2-1. Another pitch that's way up high for ball 3. And the count is 3-1 now. Bryce Elder played college at Texas. And the 3-1 pitch to Clemens is grounded, pulled over towards the right side, fielded by the second baseman, and the throw over to first by Albies is in plenty of time and Clemens is out. Phillies still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Can the bot be dialed back a little bit? You'd have to ask Gabe. I can't do it now. I don't know where Gabe is. The 1-0 or the first pitch. It's down low for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. That was up high, but according to the home plate umpire Ramon de Jesus, it's taken all the way for a strike. The 1-1 fouled off. Nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh, who's hitting .262. Elder with the 31st pitch. Ground ball past the first baseman into right field, and Brandon Marsh gets on with a 2-out single. There's the Marshmallow. Marshmallow, the DJ. Somebody was putting on the. Somebody was putting on his little mask. That's cool. No more, no. Here comes Kyle Schwarber. And Schwarber, oh my goodness, that pitch was down low. Man alive. It's called a strike. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock, and the next pitch in the dirt for ball one. Reese's Pieces. That's cool. I think Stott's spot is cool. Like, there has to be a replacement for Gene's Jeans. There has to be. 1-1 to Schwarber. The pitch, a changeup that's up high. And what should be a 3-0 count is a 2-1 count. Kyle grounded out to shortstop on the first pitch of the ball game in the bottom of the first. The pitch fouled back towards the screen. Pretty big crowd, a sold-out crowd at the bank. After about 2.5 hours after the game was originally supposed to start, they finally called the game at about 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time last night. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Marsh over at first. The throw back to first by Elder is not in time. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. Elder looks back at first base. 35 pitches. We are scoreless in the bottom of the third. The 2-2 pitch to Schwarber, swinging a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. And that's another strikeout by Bryce Elder. And the side is retired. No runs. 1 man left. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Phillies and Braves scoreless in Philadelphia. Second strikeout of the day for Bryce Elder. Oh, boy. Snowman. What's up, Snowman? Thanks for coming on here. Snowman and Dr. K checking in from Missouri. I hope that you guys are doing well, man. I really do. I hope all is well. And I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. Please tell Jody that I said hi, for sure. I hope she's doing well, too. Yes, if you guys are brand new to my channel, okay, I encourage you all to become a part of the family by clicking that button down below. We have 544 members of the Play-by-Play with JJ family. We need 1 more to get to 545. Yes, That is for sure. And also hit the thumbs up button and hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I go live or when I upload. So I do have some good news. Actually, okay, it kind of ties into Lucky's question. Larry says, first of all, then I'll get to Lucky's question. Snowman here in time for Nola's cursed fourth inning. Oh, because you think he's going to go cold. Our tall man, Dr. K vlog will start next week. Let's go! Let's go, baby! That's awesome. That's sick. All right. Please make sure that you guys go subscribe to his channel, and I mean that with all my heart. So, Lucky Play says, I have a question. Have you ever dreamt of being an announcer? Yeah, of course. I mean, I've called minor league. So, for those of you that don't know me, okay, my name is Jason Joseph. I called games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. I graduated from Rowan last year. The Wilmington Blue Rocks are the high A affiliate of the Washington Nationals. Called games for the Delaware Bluecoats, too, for our radio station. They're the NBA G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. And I came on here after I interned at NFL Films, or during my internship, I should say, the end of my internship, and I wanted to just put these headsets back on. So that's why we're getting reps. We'll talk more about it during the break, because the game's back on, and you guys don't want to hear me babble about myself. Let's get back to the game. But I'll be right back to that conversation. Albies is up. He's batting on the left side. No balls, 2 strikes. In the top of the fourth, Nola kicks, fires, and the pitch. Ground ball foul down the first base line. Albies is 0 for 1 today. He did have a pair of hits in the first game. That was on Tuesday night. The 0-2 by Nola, fouled off again. That time it was on a knuckle curve. Albies popped out to left field his first time up to record the second out in the top of the first. Three seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-2 by Nola, outside for ball 1. Gabe, Larry asked if there's a way that we could slow down the bots a little bit. I'm going to put you in charge of that if you have a second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, a tapper hit over to second base, and Turner fields it on a 2-hops, throws over to first just in time to get Ozzie Albies. Nice play by Trey Turner and good defensive alignment for the Phillies as Turner was playing back up the middle towards the second base area. And he made the throw over to first. G. Vanu says, I just got back. I'll look into it now. Thanks so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Guys, shout out to G. Vanoots. Man, go subscribe to his channel. I mean it. He's my partner in crime. So Albies starts off the fourth inning with a ground out to second base. Austin Riley due up. A third of his home runs have been hit against the Phillies this season. He is 12, so 4 of them have come against the Phillies. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nola with 57 pitches. 8 seconds left on the clock. Nola gets the signs from Riamuto, kicks and fires. Line drive back up the middle for a base hit, and Marsh fields it on 3 hops or so. Riley rounds first base, but it's going to go back to over to first. He doesn't get too far away, but it gets on with a 1-out single. 37% of his pitches, Nola, have been knuckle curves. 33% have been sinkers. 18 of them have been four-seam fastballs, and the rest of his pitches, the changeup and the cutter, he's thrown combined 13% of the time. Marcelo Zuna is up, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Now's the time where you just want Nola to try to not let the base hit by Austin Riley get to him mentally. Just have to, continue to fire away with the pitches. No balls, 1 strike. It's down low and outside for ball 1. Lucky Play says, here we go. Only downhill from here. That's the spirit. Top of the fourth. The 1-1 to Ozuna. And Ozuna holds the trigger as it's outside and low. He stated he mentally struggles with runners on. Yeah, but he can get out of this. I still believe in him. Two and 1 to Ozuna, who walked in his first plate appearance. Nola kicks and fires. That pitch is lined over to third, caught by Bohm, but he drops it. He dropped it, but I don't know if they're going to say that the out was made. I think that they will. And Bohm, yeah, he's checking over with the third base umpire. He caught it, but he bobbled it on the throw. So it's just 2 outs. Let's double check to see. Yes, he certainly caught it. And as he was trying to bring it back towards his chest, he was trying to put it in his right hand and make a throw over to first. So that was a huge out for Nola. Nice play by Bohm. Matt Olson due up. So Riley's still over at first base. No balls, 1 strike. The first pitch was a knuckle curve. The second pitch is fouled off on a 4-seam fastball at 94. Excuse me. That's the thing, that the Phillies have to get some help from the defense too. And lucky enough on that pitch that was hit by Ozuna, it was just right at Bohm. And he made a nice catch. The 0-2, lay it off. Oh boy. Please make sure that you like, guys. Don't forget to hit that button so that we can also have 545 people become members of our family. We have 544 of those. 1 and 2 to Matt Olson, the former Oakland A's first baseman. And the pitch way up high for ball 2. A 4-seamer at 94 miles per hour. Aaron is now 30 years old. He's had himself quite an interesting career. The pitch, foul ball, down the third base line. Nola started off with the Phillies. His rookie season was in 2015. And it's hard to believe, but this is now his 8th season. His 9th season, actually. The pitch, lay it off. Another changeup at 86 that was in the dirt. Riley over at first base. Darno waits on deck. He worked the 0-2 count all the way up to a full count his last time up, but struck out. It's a full count to Matt Olson. And the pitch. Lay it off for ball 4. As Olson did not go. They did not appeal the swing, but Olson gets on with a walk, and Austin Riley is over at second base in scoring position with 2 outs still in the top of the 4th inning. So Nola retired 7 batters in a row, but then gave up a 1-out single to Austin Riley, got Marcell Ozuna the line out to third, and Matt Olson gets aboard with a walk. The Fightins are 3 games over 500, while the Braves are 21 games over 500. Taking a look at the standings for the National League East. Braves are 47 and 26. There is a conversation on the mound with Caleb Cotham and JT Realmuto, so that's why we had the timeout. Braves are up 6 games over the Miami Marlins, and they are 9 games over the Phillies. Phillies are 3 games behind the Marlins. The Marlins are 42-33. And up now is Travis d'Arnaud, the Phillies killer. One of them. 69 pitches for Nola. The first pitch to Travis is inside and high. Almost hit his elbow. 43 of Nola's pitches have been strikes, and 27 of the 70 have been called balls. Riley at second, Olsen at first in the top of the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, a cutter that was way low and outside, but d'Arnaud goes fishing after it. And so 1 ball, 1 strike count. And cutters would be a good idea to try to throw here. Also, maybe some more of the knuckle curves or the sliders. Well, he decides to go with another cutter that time, and it's outside for ball 2. Keith, what's up, man? I hope you're doing well. d'Arnaud is 0 for 1 today. 2-1 pitch. A fastball taken right down Broad Street all the way for a called strike 2. d'Arnaud has been playing for Sean Murphy, who gets another day off behind the plate. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball that d'Arnaud decides not to chase after. And the count is full at 3-2. Eddie Rosario, the hitting machine, waits on deck. Can Nola try to get out of a jam here? Nola won the first battle with a full count to Travis d'Arnaud. Can he win the second one here and get out of the inning? 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. Nola looks back at second base. The payoff pitch. Fouled off. d'Arnaud continues to battle. 26 pitches in this 4th inning. He only had 8 in the first. He did have 24 in the second. 17 in the third, though. And the 25th pitch, one of the inning, is going to come right up. d'Arnaud is 3 for 15 over his last 7 days. The pitch. Fouled off again down the third base line, and it goes towards the dugout. Olsen has to go back to first, and Riley goes back to second. d'Arnaud against the Phillies this season is 3 for 8 with a run scored and a double, along with 2 RBI. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Travis d'Arnaud. Nola with the payoff pitch. There's a fly ball out to right field. Castellanos tracks it down and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Nola does get out of a jam, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies and Braves scoreless. Who will blink first? That remains to be seen. The Phillies will come back up in just a few moments. All right, he did it. Got out of it. You got out of it, man. All right. Gabe says, I will be back in 10 to 20 minutes. Hope the Phillies win later, everyone. I hope the Phillies win later, everyone. All right. See you, Gabe. Thanks for coming on here, dude. Please, guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and make sure that you become a member of our family, as we have 544 of those. All right. Oof. I guess I do have to say subscribe or to subscribe, because eventually I am going to have memberships. That is going to be a thing. So, Lucky, back to your question. All right? I did not forget about it. So, yes, so I've been calling games for 3 years. This is what I wanted to do, man. And I am living my dream right now, because I'm calling games and I'm interacting with everybody that's on here. You know, we're calling games for the teams that we love, but we're sharing the microphone and giving other people voices. You know, maybe not physically sharing the mic, but we are giving other people voices. And we're not just telling stories. We're not just describing the action, right? We're not just painting the picture. You guys are also painting the picture too. Nola won't go beyond the 5th. One more inning for Nola. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, those Chickies and Pete's crab fries look so good. I could go for those. All right, guys, time for a cup of coffee. Cheers, everybody. Two, 3, and 4 due up for the Fightins as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Bryce Elder back on the bump. And Turner takes the first. Knuckle curve at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1. There's a fly ball drilled deep out to left field, and it hooks foul. And Turner is behind in the count 0-2. Teams that we love, and also the Patriots. Says the person that also really loves the Saints, but likes all the other Philly teams. I just have to be honest. I just got to be honest, man. The 0-2. Ground ball foul down the third base line. You are a Saints fan. I have always wanted to work for a ball club. I'm on vacation in Vegas, says Lucky Play. And the Aviators have an opening. Is that true, an opening? Is that what you said? I have to look at it on Restream. The 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 1. I'm on vacation in Vegas, and the Aviators have a cool stadium. Yeah, that's cool. I've never been to the Aviator Stadium. 1-2. Inside for ball 2. Vikings. Well, they're a part of the same division. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner, who got hit by a pitch his first time at the plate. And the pitch, line drive into left field. It's hooked foul. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Yes, I do. I do. I screwed that one up. Elder with the pitch. It's a breaking ball that's just in the dirt. Lucky Play's a Panthers fan. Oh, boy. Wow. Castellanos waits on deck. The payoff pitch outside and low for ball 4. And Turner gets on for the second time today. A leadoff walk. And as Ricky Batalico would say, a leadoff walk could be a pitcher's worst nightmare. Here comes Castellanos. Castellanos will take the first pitch. That was inside, but according to Ramon De Jesus, it was on the inside corner, and Castellanos does nod his head, saying, okay. Nick is batting .314 with 8 homers and 43 runs batted in. A swing of the bat could help him tie Alec Boehm in the RBI category. Pitch that's thrown back to first base. Forgot to do the out-of-town scoreboards. We're going to be doing that in the 4th and the 8th. I probably should write these things down so that I have my notes of that. We'll do it when we go to the top of the 5th, but I just reminded myself about that. The 0-1 in the dirt and inside. Clouds have cleared up. The sun has come out in Philadelphia. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Elder decided to go with a sinker that fooled Nick Castellanos as he thought it was going to be down the middle of the plate, and he swung through it. Harper in the on-deck circle. A sold-out crowd at the bank. 1-2 to Nick Castellanos. Turner leads off at first. Elder tries to keep him in check. Looks over. The 1-2 pitch to Nick is swung on and missed for strike 3. The third strikeout of the game for Bryce Elder, and Castellanos will head on back over to the Phillies dugout. Nice movement on the fastball. He won't overpower you with the pitches, but if he just puts it in the right spot, hitters can really be deceived on the pitches that he throws. Bryce comes up, and he takes the first pitch and lays it off as it's outside. Good at-bat for Turner from 0-2 to a walk. Yeah, dude, that was nice. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Harper. In the dirt for ball 2 on a changeup at 85. I wonder if Turner's going to go over here. If he's going to go over to second base. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. We are scoreless in Philadelphia. Harper at the plate. The 2-0 pitch. It's popped up out to left center field. Harper slams the bat down. Rosario gets underneath it. And he makes the catch as he takes about 4 steps over to home plate, throws it back in, and Turner goes back over to first. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lucky Play wants to know, when did you announce for the Blue Rocks? My math teacher used to work for them. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, so I announced for them in 2021. And in 2022. I didn't really do too much in 2021, but the 2022 season I did a lot more. Throw back over to first is not in time. But I had a blast. Did a lot of games last year. JT is due up. I'll talk to you more about it after the inning's done. Realmuto takes the first on the inside corner. JT has went long 8 times this season. He's driven in 28 RBI. 28 runs. Elder at the belt. The pitch. Fouled off. Oof. No balls, 2 strikes to Realmuto. Turner leads off at first. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. And Turner goes into second base. Didn't even see him steal, but he got in there safely. Good for Trey Turner. That's now stolen base number 13 on the season for Trey. Got a very good jump there, and Darno couldn't even make a throw because he had to block the pitch. So a base hit could give the Phillies a 1-0 lead. The 1-2 to JT. Lay it off on a changeup at 86 miles per hour. Phillies with runners in scoring position on Tuesday were 1 for 12. 2-2 to Realmuto. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Runner over at second. JT grounds this one over to shortstop. The throw over to first by Arcia is in time, and the side is retired. No runs, and Turner is left in scoring position. And we go to the top of the 5th inning. Phillies and Braves scoreless at the bank. Okay. Oof. Another runner left on base. Yep. Yes. So, guys, if you're brand new to my channel, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon, man. We want more and more people to become a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ family. Luciferian, at work and very busy. Checking in when I can. Thanks, JJ. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man. We got to get runs on the board. And Lucky Play, I wanted to go back to your comment. So you asked me, when did I announce for the Blue Rocks? So I announced for them. I announced for them in the 2022 season, and I did a little bit of announcing for them in 2021 too. I was a producer. I cut highlights. I broadcasted games. Well, yeah. In 2021, I was a producer. I was a highlight editor. And I also did some of the promos. And then in 2022, I still produced, still cut highlights, called games for them for play-by-play. I did about 12, I want to say, during the season. And I also did promos, and I played foul ball music. So it's what we do, man. We try to get experience. We're sponges, you know, and we really just try to put our hands into every single spot that we can get our hands wet in, you know. You have to be a sponge in this business, for sure. You have to know how to try to do a little bit of everything. That's what I taught myself. So, we got 21 people on here, man. Nice. Top of the 5th inning. We need one more to get 20 likes, man. If you guys haven't liked or hit the thumbs up button yet, please make sure that you do so. It's an early one today. I know it's on a weekday, but that's all right. Okay, after this half inning, we are going to take a step off, and we are going to take a little bit of a break. But cheers, one more cup of coffee, one more cup of Joe, or a sip of Joe, before we get started. The 5th frame of work as Aaron Nola comes out there for the top of it. The first pitch, that was way outside, but it was called a strike to Eddie Rosario. A knuckle curve at 78 miles per hour. Oh, boy. The 0-1. Inside and low. Rosario was acquired by the Braves at the trade deadline of the 2021 season. Him and Jorge Soler were very big additions. The pitch, swing and a miss. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2, way up high and outside. Oh, boy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. Eddie Rosario strikes out, and Aaron Nola gets only his 2nd strikeout of the game, as he was fooled, Eddie Rosario that is, on the knuckle curve. Whew, man. Yeah, I gotta stretch after this. Here's Arcia. And he takes a fastball at 91 at the knees. Can't wait to start a new season of Black Mirror today. It's one of my favorite shows. The 0-1. Ground ball foul down the third base line. It's cool. It's kind of like, not to spoil it for anybody, but it's sort of like the Twilight Zone. But it's interesting how some of those like sci-fi themes and lessons and conspiracies, how some of it is actually really accurate. The 0-2. Outside again for ball 1. 85 pitches for Aaron Nola. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola kick steals the next pitch, fouled back behind the plate. But yeah, I think season 3 was my favorite of Black Mirror. There's a lot of good shows out there now. I'm a big fan of WandaVision. That's a good one. And Loki. The pitch. Swing and a miss. It was a check swing, and they didn't even have to appeal as Arcia went. And 2 strikeouts in a row for Aaron Nola, with 2 gone in the top of the 6th inning. Arcia is hitting .340 this season so far. Yes. Did I not say that? I apologize. I thought I did. Michael Harris the second steps up to the dish, and he takes the first one outside for a ball. So Harris the second hitting .247 on the season with 6 homers and 20 RBI. The 1-0. Chopper, that's fouled off. I haven't really been watching too much TV, but the other thing I did watch the other day was the little MLB special that they did on the 2011 last day of the regular season. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Fouled off. September 30th, 2011. I will never forget that date. One of the best days in baseball. The pitch. Outside and low for ball 2. Braves and Cardinals were tied for the wild card. Rays and Red Sox were tied for the wild card. The Phillies did get to be a part of that as they ended up beating the Braves and the Cardinals got in. The 2-2 ground ball over to first base, and Clemens has it, takes it to the bag, and there's 3 outs as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for Aaron Nola. It's the 3rd time today that that's happened. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies and Braves scoreless. All right. I am going to take a quick step off because I got to stretch. But please make sure during the break, homework, right? Subscribe and join the channel. Become a member of the family. Like, hit the thumbs up button, and turn the bells on. Turn those bells on. I'll be right back. Bottom of the 5th we go. Had to take the hat off. And we're back on here. Stott leads things off. It's no balls, 1 strike as the first pitch was at the knees. The second pitch, thrown by Elder, is in the dirt and outside. So Bryce Elder, with 58 pitches so far in 4 innings of work, hasn't allowed a run yet. The 1-1. Man alive, that pitch was up high, but once again, De Jesus will call that one a strike. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch laid off for ball 2. Sorry for your loss, Larry says. Unless he fucking says, yo, I'm a Saints fan, Larry. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes Bryson Stott, who lifts this one out to left field, and Rosario makes the running catch over towards the foul side. 1 away. I think that would just be ruled as a flyout. Oh, boy. Bohm steps up into the batter's box. First pitch down low. So the Phillies are taking on the New York Mets tomorrow night in the start of a 3-game series. Bohm will line the 1-0 pitch out in the left field for a base hit. Bohm rounding first, and he'll go back to the bag, and he stays in there. Alec Bohm with a 1-out single. Phillies do play the Mets tomorrow night at 7:05. Then they play at 4:05 on Saturday afternoon against the Mets, and at 1:35 on Sunday afternoon. It was a pretty good piece of hitting by Bohm. The pitch was inside, and Bohm got the barrel on it, squared it up, and just made some solid contact. Clemens due up at the dish, and it's down low. You know what song's been stuck in my head today? It's just a random one. It's One of These Nights by the Eagles. The 1-0 at the knees, a changeup at 84. Yesterday, the song that was stuck in my head was It Wasn't Me by Shaggy. Today, it's One of These Nights. The 1-1. Fouled off. Well, the Phillies had one of those nights where they weren't able to get a whole lot of run support. That was on Tuesday, but today, it's not nighttime yet. Phillies have not really been able to get a whole lot of traffic on the bases. Wow, we have a little debate going on over here between Vikings and Saints fans. Oh, boy. I like it. Where's my popcorn? No, I'm kidding. The 1-2 in the dirt. It was a slider that hits the dirt, and it's now 2-2. We got 24 people on here, which is pretty impressive because it is a weekday afternoon. So that is pretty cool. 2-2 pitch, fouled back by Cody. I expect that we're going to have a lot of people on tomorrow night for the Mets game. Mets will come to town, and the Phillies have really been struggling against the Mets over the last couple of seasons. So it'd be really good to see them try to win that series. 2-2 pitch, another foul ball. Good at bat by Cody Clemens, who's just staying aggressive in the batter's box and making Bryce Elder work. 69 pitches for Bryce. Bohm's over at first. He got on with a single. Stott flew out to left before Bohm got on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Elder with the pitch. Line drive into right field. On the run is Acuna Jr., and he makes the catch. And Bohm goes back over to first. Clemens hit it right on the nose, and Acuna Jr. was there to make it. And there's 2 outs. And Brandon Marsh is due up. The Phillies only have 2 hits today. Brandon Marsh got one of them. And Bohm got the other. It's 1 ball, no strikes. You guys are funny. 1-0 to Marsh. Elder with the pitch. Line drive into left field, and it's not going to be caught by Rosario as Bohm gets into second base safely. Brandon Marsh with an opposite field base hit. Rosario thought about sliding and decided to just play it on the bounce. And there's 2 runners on for Philadelphia, and this is a golden opportunity for them to try to cash in here. As we have the top of the lineup, and we flip the lineup card, and Schwarber's due up. Bohm almost overran the bag. So good thing he got back in there safely. Forgot to mention that Rosario threw it back over to Arcia, and he got on. Schwarber is batting .208 with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position this season. There is a timeout on the mound, though, as Elder is talking things over with Travis d'Arnaud. A sold-out crowd at the bank on this Thursday afternoon. And d'Arnaud will go back over to his spot. Schwarber has 7 doubles, a triple, 20 homers, 53 walks, and 41 RBI. He has a 5-game hitting streak. And is batting .381 over the last 5 games with a double, 2 homers, 3 walks, and 5 RBI. The first pitch, outside and low. So Bohm is over at second base. Over at first is Marsh. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. We are scoreless. The 1-0. It looked like it was below the knees, and Schwarber not having it. As he nods his head and says, all right. And the count is even at 1-1. The pitch. Ground ball foul down the first base line. Boy, I got to tell you that the Braves really do have a lot of versatility with the starting rotation. Kyle Wright's out. Max Fried is out. They still got Spencer Strider. They still have A.J. Smith-Shawver. They still have Bryce Elder and Charlie Morton. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schwarber. 2 outs. The pitch. Ground ball foul down the first base line. You guys are so funny. I love this debate that's going on in the chat. I really do. .76 pitches for Bryce Elder. Bohm at second. Marsh at first. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says he did, and Schwarber threw the bat as soon as the pitch was thrown. Phillies leave 2 men on, and we go to the top of the 6th inning as Schwarber strikes out, and the Phillies and Braves are still scoreless. Wow. That's too bad, man. Kathy Ann, what's up, Kathy? Thanks for coming on here. I appreciate that. I haven't seen you in a little bit. How are you doing? We got 25 people on here. If you guys have just tuned in, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. I want more people to become members of the Play-by-Play with JJ family. We need 1 more to get to 545. We've been waiting for about 4 days or so. Can we get to 545 family members? That is the question. Kathy Ann says that I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, of course. I haven't seen you on in a little bit, so I just wanted to check in and see how things were going. Last time we talked, I believe, was during the Oakland A's series. So it really wasn't that long ago, actually. It was really this weekend, but I made it sound like it's a long time ago. But it's not. All right, time for a sip of coffee, guys. Cheers. Okay. Great. Ha, it's only been 4 days. I know. Yeah, well, when I said it, when I first recognized it, I was like, oh, yep, you're right. All right, I have to refresh the page now. All right. Top of the 6th inning we go. It is scoreless at the bank as Aaron Nola and Bryce Elder have been dominating on the bump for both of their respective ball clubs. All right, I'm going to make sure that I get that top of the 6th intro. Okay. All right. Ronald Acuna Jr. will lead things off, and this will most likely be Nola's last inning of work. He has 94 pitches. Junior Marte is warming up as the righty, and Soto is warming up as the lefty. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3 to Ronald Acuna Jr. 4 strikeouts for Aaron Nola. And Acuna Jr. just got rung up on the fastball. 1 away. Ozzie Albies due up next. Wow. Here comes Albies, and he lifts that one out to left center field. Marsh and Schwarber on the run, and Marsh can't get to it. He dropped it. Schwarber gets over to it, and the throw over to shortstop is cut off. And Albies gets on with a double. That was a tough play because Kyle Schwarber was going out towards the track. Marsh was running, and Schwarber just got out of the way, and Marsh had it, but he dropped it. 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. It's probably going to most likely be ruled upon as a double. Oh, Marsh definitely should have had that. He backhanded it at the last second, and it hit the bottom of his glove. Didn't even have it in his glove. Austin Riley comes up. 1 out in the top of the 6th. And the first pitch is outside for a ball. So it is ruled as a double by Albies. And Nola stays in. He will face Austin Riley, who's 1 for 2 today. He's singled off of Nola his last time up. The pitch. Foul ball towards the first base side, and it goes right into the first row of the dugout. Right behind the first row. No mound visit, nothing. Marsh shaking his head. 1-1 to Riley. 1 out in the top of the 6th. We are still scoreless. And the knuckle curve is thrown, and it's down low. Sounds like Schwarber's fault. No, it was really Marsh. Marsh definitely should have had it. Schwarber got out of the way, and Marsh just couldn't make the catch. 2 balls, 1 strike. The next pitch. Ground ball fouled towards the third base side, and it hits the tarp. Winds are picking up here in Philadelphia as Aaron Nola has just reached the century mark on his pitch count. Junior Marte's warming up, and Gregory Soto is in the bullpen warming up as well. 2-2. Albies at second base. The pitch by Nola. Laid off. A high fastball at 90. Marcelo Zuna waits on deck. And if Riley gets on here, you probably assume that this is going to be his last batter. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Riley. Swing and a miss. A sinker that was inside, and that's some great velocity, and that's the 5th strikeout for Aaron Nola. Oh, boy. 2 away. But Albies is still over at second in the top of the 6th inning. We are still scoreless. No time called, and Nola is still on the bump. And here comes Ozuna. He grounds the first pitch over to third base. Backhanded by Bohm. The throw across the diamond is in time, and Aaron Nola gets out of another jam. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies and Braves still 0-0 at the bank. I want to make sure I got that strikeout call. That was nice. All right, guys, we go to the bottom of the 6th. I am going to take a quick step off. I'll be right back. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. What a game we got, man, between two big division rivals. It's all about who makes the first error first. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, please hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well, man. Please make sure that you guys do that. Keith says it's like a boring soccer game. See, I find low-scoring games entertaining just as much as I find high-scoring baseball games entertaining. Like, after about the 5th inning or so, you know, it's a game of chess. That's really what it is. Like, we're watching a game of chess right now. You guys are tuning into a game of chess, okay? This is not baseball. It's kind of cool, in my opinion. Here comes Trey Turner. He hits a high dribbler over to third base. The throw by Riley is just in time. What a play by Austin Riley. My gosh. Had to play it on a high bounce. And he made the sidearm throw over to first. So Aaron Nola's day is done. He went 6 innings, had 5 strikeouts, give up no runs, 2 hits, and 2 walks. I like both. Phillies over is 3 hits. That's crazy. All right, so Turner grounds out. Bryce Elder is out there for his 6th inning of work, too. Trying to match Aaron Nola. No balls, 1 strike to Castellanos. 1 out. Nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch, swing and a miss. It was on an 83-mile-per-hour changeup. That was the first time that Trey has been retired today. He got on with a hit by pitch and then worked his way back up from what was an 0-2 count to a full count and got on with a walk his last time up. The 0-2 to Castellanos, swing and a miss, and that's the 2nd time today that Castellanos has struck out. He also grounded into a 5-4-3 double play in the 1st. 2 away. Phillies had their opportunity to try to get some runs back in the 5th inning, but they left some traffic on the bases as Kyle Schwarber struck out with runners at 1st and 2nd. Harper due up at the plate. And the first pitch, he fouls off behind the plate. Got to get Elder to 90 pitches. Yeah. Harper's 0 for 2. Grounded out, flied out. The 0-1 to Bryce, inside and low. Good take by Harper. The 1-1. Oh, man, that was well off the plate. You have got to be kidding me. And Harper calls for time. as he can't believe the call either. That was way off the plate. Way outside. Nobody on. 2 outs. In the bottom of the 6th. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Harper. The pitch. Lay it off. On a pitch that was inside and low, and what should be a 3-1 count is a 2-2 count. 85 pitches. 4 seconds left on the clock. The next pitch is fouled off, and Harper did have to swing at that because it was inside, but, you know, with Ramon DeJesus behind the plate, with what he's been calling, got to be a little bit more protective. 8 seconds left on the clock. The 2-2. In the dirt and inside for ball 3. JT waits on deck. He's only struck out once, but he's 0 for 2 today. Phillies have only gotten 3 hits. 2 from Marsh, 1 from Bohm. And d'Arnaud wants to call for time here, and he will go towards the mound to talk things over with his pitcher, Bryce Elder. Harper, in 3 of 41 games this season, he has hit a home run 7.5% of the time. He's gone deep 1.5% of his trips at the plate. But in 13 of his 41 games, Harper has tallied an RBI. The payoff pitch outside for ball 4. A sinker that was nowhere near the strike zone, and Harper gets on with a walk. Good at bat by Bryce Harper. A 2-out walk issued by Elder, and that is the second walk that he has issued today. Larry says this certainly likes slow-scoring games. Here's JT, and the first pitch was below the knees, but once again, no surprise that it's called a strike. Realmuto grounded out and struck out today. The 0-1 popped up towards the first base side in foul territory. Olsen gets underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, 1 man left. And it's time to go to the top of the 7th inning, as the Phillies and Braves are still scoreless at the bank. 5 hits combined between both of these teams. All right. Braves mayor probably said put the ball outside because the ump will probably call it a strike. I mean, to be honest, he's been doing it from both sides of the plate, or for both teams too. The wind is biased. Didn't move the ball from Olsen like Clemens it did. Yeah, I know. Most certainly paid off. All right, guys, it is time for our 7th inning trivia question. All right, so you guys know the drill. Comment down below what you guys think the answer will be, and we will reveal the answer in the bottom of the 7th inning. And now I have to find what my question was. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to read the question. You can put the answer down below. I won't reveal the answer till we go to the bottom of the 7th. Okay? But you can answer this question. So today is June 22nd. Right? So on this day in history, in 1998, the Phillies, they came back against the Boston Red Sox. They ended up winning 9-8. They were down 8-3. So who hit the game-tying home run in the 8th inning that day on June 22nd, 1998? All right? So on this day in 1998, the Phillies were down 8-3 against the Boston Red Sox, and they tied it up in the 8th inning on a home run. But who hit the home run? That's the question. Comment down below what your answers are. And then we'll reveal the answer in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a little bit tricky today. I want it to be a little bit specific. Gregory Soto comes in. He's 2-4 on the season. He has a 4.88 ERA as well. Joshua says, hey, JJ, I think the Braves will win today, but I'm a Phillies fan. I'm just an unbiased bettor. I got you, my guy. First pitch to Matt Olson is inside and high for ball 1. So comment your answers down below to the trivia question. You can always rewind and go back. The 1-0 pitch, fouled off. I will also recite the question again when we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Thanks for coming on here, Josh, man. I appreciate it, dude. Means a lot. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch by Soto. Ground ball, back up the middle. Nice play by Turner as he fields on the hop, throws over to first in time. Good defensive alignment for the Phillies, and Trey Turner makes the play, and there's 1 away. Wow. Really good play. Not so easy because he got his glove on it, but if he would have played a little bit more towards the right side at the shortstop position, that would have been a base hit through the hole. Soto fires a 100-mile-per-hour fastball, and it's a little bit low to Travis d'Arnaud, who was 1 for 1 in his career versus Soto. He had a 2 RBI base hit. The pitch, a slider that's inside and in the dirt for ball 2. d'Arnaud's 34 years old. He's hitting .260 with 4 homers this season, along with 14 RBI. 3 balls, no strikes, as the pitch was inside. Rosario 0 for 2. He waits in the on-deck circle. 3-0 pitch, and d'Arnaud draws a walk. It's the 3rd time he's done that this season against the Phillies. And a 1-out walk issued by Gregory Soto. Kevin Pillar waits on deck. So Brian Snitker wants to go with a righty if he has to come up. Oh, no, Pillar's going to come up now. He was waiting towards the on-deck circle, so that was a little bit confusing. Oh, because Rosario's up now. Okay, so Kevin Pillar comes in. He's 1 for 12 as a pinch hitter this season. He is homered, though. That was his only hit that he had, and he has 2 RBI. The pitch, it gets right behind JT, and going into second base without a throw is Travis d'Arnaud. That gets rid of the double play ball. There's 1 out and a runner in scoring position. That just should be ruled upon as a pass ball. JT certainly should have had that. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Foul ball as it hit off of the bat of Kevin Pillar. And JT is able to keep it in front of him. It did have to go about a couple feet away. d'Arnaud could have gotten over to third base, but because it was fouled, it was a dead ball. Soto in the stretch, the pitch. Fouled off again behind the plate. Oh, boy. You know, another show that I really do like, and I watch it with my mom, it's Bel Air. It's such a good show. It's on Peacock. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball over to third base. Backhanded by Bowman to throw across the diamond. The first is just in time. Pilar was out by half a step. d'Arnaud stays put at second, and Pilar just could not beat it. What a play by Alec Bohm. Two away, and Orlando Arcia is due up now. Can the Phillies get out of this? The first pitch, 102 on the gun. It looked like it was a little bit inside, but it's called a strike. Arcia with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position this season is batting .346 with 8 RBI. The 0-1, just a hair down low. It's 1 ball, 1 strike in the top of the 7th inning with 2 outs to Orlando Arcia. d'Arnaud at second. The 1-1. Just a little bit up high for ball 2. I like these guesses. Keep firing them. I'm not going to tell you the answer until we go to the bottom of the 7th. And I will repeat the question one more time. Soto steps off the mound for a second, and JT is going to have a conversation with him as the trainer's actually going to come out, and Rob Thomson is there too. So there's some discomfort. Uh-oh, that's not good. There's a whole conversation on the infield, and even the home plate umpire Ramon De Jesus goes out there, and the Phillies athletic trainer, along with Soto's translator, is out there to try to make clear the situation of what's going on. So we do have a timeout on the mound, as there may be an injury for Gregory Soto. Let's see. Yep, he was grabbing onto that thumb in his throwing arm. He felt a little bit of discomfort there. And they're going to check to see how he throws. And he gets a thumbs up as they do a couple of warm-up pitches. They're going to do one more, or is it just one? Everybody will go back to their spots. Junior Marte is warming up in the pen for the Phils. 2 balls, 1 strike to Orlando Arcia. Everybody does go back to their spots. d'Arnaud at second. 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. We are still scoreless. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. A slider that was inside and in the dirt. Great velocity for Gregory Soto. Phillies have to try to get out of a jam once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, swing and a miss. 101 miles per hour. Over the middle of the plate, and Arcia strikes out swinging. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Gregory Soto firing on all cylinders. And the Phillies coming back up to the plate. Can they try to get a run? That remains to be seen, but we go to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies and Braves scoreless at the bank. Okay. That was huge, man. All right. Well, Larry's firing away with all these answers. Here we go. All right. So the question is, for those of you that are just tuning in, first of all, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. All right. So the question, I will repeat it one more time. Okay. On June 22nd, 1998, okay, the Phillies had a comeback victory against the Boston Red Sox. So that's on this day in history. I was born right before that. That's almost 25 years ago. I'm aging myself. Who hit the game-tying home run in the 8th inning that day? Okay? And I will tell you that Larry is actually close with one of his answers. Okay? But that is not the answer. I'll give you guys 25 seconds to answer this. Do, 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 20 seconds. 15. McGuire. He didn't play for them then. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I gotta have the buzzer. That's one of my notes I gotta do. I gotta add a buzzer on here. Let's see. Okay, well that's what we're gonna do for now. Okay, so the answer is Mark Lewis hit the game-tying home run. That was in the 8th inning to tie it up 8-8. Bryce Elder goes back out there for his 7th inning of work. Greg Jeffries actually got the go-ahead RBI single in the 10th inning that day to put the Phillies up 9-8, and Mark Leiter came in to close the door. So it was Mark Lewis, the second baseman. That is your answer. Mark Lewis. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. The pitch, it's fouled back. Stott batting .290 in the 7th inning or later this season with 2 homers and 11 RBI. The pitch, swing and a miss. Gotta tell you that Elder has been really good. 6 strikeouts for Elder. 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Yes, Mark Lewis. That is the answer. I don't even remember him. That was hard. See, yeah, that was a little bit tricky. I wanted to go with a tricky one today. Here's Alec Boehm. He grounds this one over to shortstop. Arcia fields it on the hop, throws over to first, and Boehm is retired. Eddie wants to know what my favorite type of music to listen to is. I don't have a favorite type. I like all types of music. I actually got into this conversation yesterday. I love classic rock. I love rap. I love 60s music. I love music from the 2000s. I really do. I love it all. Mark Lewis, I forgot about him. I think, yeah, that's understandable. Cody Clemens comes up to the plate. 2 outs. Nobody on in the bottom of the 7th inning. The first pitch. It's a curveball. Or an off-speed pitch, really. That was thrown for a strike. The 0-1. Change up in the dirt. Next, we got to go over the out-of-town scores, and we'll do that next. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch fouled off behind the plate. Was that a good question, though? Let me know down below. I thought that was a really good, tricky question. One ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch, ground ball over to first base. Olsen fields it on a hop and wins the race to the bag for out number 3. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies and Braves still have not put up a run on the board. And we'll be back. Did you see my question? Dude, I couldn't see it. You know, I think you posted it when I was on. So yeah, I promise I will get I promise I will use one of your questions. But see, the thing is that you can't answer it. You can't answer it. So, you know, and you probably won't. But Josh says, JJ, do you think the Rangers could win the series this year? The Rangers win the World Series? Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like I know people are going to talk about the Tampa Bay Rays, but the Texas Rangers are good. The Astros, I can't bet against the Astros, guys. I can't. You understand what I'm saying? And the Orioles have a good team too. Grayson Rodriguez, I'm a big fan of his. I like Gunnar Henderson. Cedric Mullins, Anthony Santander, Mountcastle. They have a nice young team. So it's hard. And of course, you can't forget about Adley. Adley's so good. It was a really good question. Thanks, dude. Oh, now I understand what you're saying. It was a really good question. That's what you meant. I see. I understand what you mean now. Thanks, dude. I'm sure your question was good, though, too. Please, guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. All right? And I want another person to join the Play-by-Play with JJ family. We have 544 of those. I just want to get to the 545 mark, man. That's all I want to do. If you want to become a member of the family, please make sure that you join. All right, we go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies and Braves are still scoreless. Nola went 6 strong innings. Soto came on for the 7th and got the job done. And now I think Jose Alvarado was warming up, and yes, he will come into the ball game. 19 games this season. He's 6-8 in save opportunities, but he'll come in to set things up. Michael Harris II will lead things off. The first pitch, it's on the inside corner for a called strike. Harris II is 2 for 5 versus Jose Alvarado. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. Inside and low. A cutter at 92. One ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, line drive into left field for a base hit. Schwarber is going to have to go to the corner to get over there. The throw over to second base is not in time to get Michael Harris II, and it's a leadoff double. Phillies again have to get out of another jam here. There was just no chance that Schwarber was going to get over to that corner and be able to gun out Michael Harris II in time. That's how we start off the 8th. Harris came diving into second base, and Ronald Acuna Jr. is up. First pitch, fly ball, hit out to right field. Castellanos backs up to the track, and he makes the catch. Tagging up from second, going over to third is Harris II. And Acuna Jr. flies out, but Harris II is now 90 feet away from scoring. Castellanos did throw it into Bryson Stott, but there was no chance that he was going to get Harris II out. And that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. I'm curious as to why they're going to pitch to him here because, you do have another righty on deck. But you could get a double play. I guess they want to take their chances with Albies. First pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1. Harris II at third. Top of the 8th. It's scoreless at the bank. The 0-1 ground ball over to shortstop. Nice play by Turner as he throws it to first in time. Harris II stayed put over at third base. And Trey Turner did a little pirouette. A 360, if you will. And a throw over to first. And Rob Thomson's going to come out as he comes jogging in towards the mound. What a play by Trey Turner. A slide, a 360, and an out. He also looked over at home plate first before he made the throw, just to make sure that Harris was going to stay put. 2 away. And we do have Jose Alvarado will still stay in as Thomson goes back into the dugout. So now the question becomes, do you take your chances with Austin Riley? And they will. They will. Riley is 1 for 8 lifetime-wise against Alvarado with a homer. Pitch number 1, just below the knees, 100 miles per hour. And it's called a ball. Runner at third, 2 outs in the 8th. Alvarado kicks, fires. The next pitch, it's a cutter at 96 miles per hour. That was in the dirt for ball 2. You just cannot make that up. The cutter is 96. The fastball goes up to 102. And the slider is absolutely filthy as well. And Riley, they're just going to intentionally walk him now and not even take their chances. And he will be intentionally walked, and that puts runners at the corners. For Marcell Ozuna, and time is called as JT wants to set up the defense here and just go over signs. Eddie wants to know if I watch ESPN for Monday Night Baseball. I used to, but now I don't really do it because I'm doing Phillies games. Ozuna up, runners at the corners. The first pitch, ground ball over to shortstop. The throw over to first by Turner is just in time. Another nice play by Trey Turner. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It was a ground ball. It almost got through the hole. Turner made a nice play, and he threw it over to first, and Clemens kept it down, and that will do it in the 8th inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Another sliding stop by Turner. And the Phillies are coming back up to bat. That was huge. Absolutely huge. Good defense, man. That saves a run. He did it twice. That was awesome. Good move. Yep, that's Rob Thomson, too. I'm happy that they didn't pitch the Riley at that time. And we'll talk more about it later on. I guess we have to go on for our post-series recap tonight, I guess. I don't really think that there's too much. I think we're going to back off and just wait till the Mets series is done. Turner outstanding. Yeah, that was beautiful, man. That was absolutely beautiful. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and become a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ family. My name is Jason Joseph. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I've been calling Phillies games and Sixers games and a little bit of some Patriots games. I've been doing that since December. We want to make sure that we get to 545 by the end of the cast. I want 545 people to join our family. That's all I ask for. We got 34 people on here. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that bell icon so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. Bottom of the 8th, Phillies and Braves are still scoreless. It is currently 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Thomson made a really good move there. It was really nice. And Trey Turner made a nice defensive play, and that worked out. But it's funny because we don't talk about Rob Thomson if Trey Turner doesn't make that play. So you got to be fair. I'm just saying. All right, bottom of the 8th. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboards really, really quickly as A.J. Minter comes in. All right, we'll get to Minter stats first. He has a 5.35 ERA, 40 strikeouts, and 33.2 innings of work. He has allowed 4 homers this season. Hasn't been the sharpest that he's been over the years or so. But he's still pretty dominant. Christian Pache comes up. And Pache will swing and foul the first pitch off. So Pache comes in to pinch hit for Brandon Marsh. And Kyle Schwarber waits on deck. Diamondbacks lead the Nationals 5-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Twins are also up 6-0 against Boston in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1 to Pache, swing and a miss. And finally, the Cleveland Guardians have a 2-1 lead against the Oakland A's in the bottom of the 8th. No balls, 2 strikes to Pache. Minter on the bump. Kick, steals the pitch. It's inside for a ball. Craig Kimbrell warming up in the bullpen, and he'll come in to pitch the 9th regardless of what the score is. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, the 1-2. Lay it off for ball 2. Nats manager with hilarious ejection. Oh, I'll have to watch that. He's a good manager. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, swing and a miss. 97 on the gun. And Pache could not catch up to the high heater. Minter dared him to go after it. He did, and he could not finish the job. And Pache strikes out. First out of the 8th. In case you're just tuning in, Phillies and Braves have not scored a run in this game. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Schwarber's up. Lifetime-wise, he's 1 for 8 against Minter. And he lays off the first pitch, but he takes it all the way for a called strike. If you guys have not done so already, please make sure you like and subscribe. I'll shout you out, too, if you shout yourself out. 0-1. The pitch. Just a hair outside for ball 1. Eddie, I'll get to your question, actually, like when we go to the 9th, after the half inning is over. I will definitely do that, for sure. On ball 1 strike, the next pitch. Line drive into left field. It is a foul ball. Just a hair foul. And Schwarber has to go back to the batter's box. Phillies have 3 hits. Braves have 3 hits. Phillies have no runs. Braves have no runs. 8 seconds left on the pitch timer. On ball 2 strikes. Minter kicks, fires the next pitch. Up high and outside. Nats stands are shockingly empty. It's wild. 2-2 to Schwarber. 1 out. Nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. Minter kicks, fires the pitch. On the outside corner. Called strike 3 at the knees. 97 on the gun. Good pitch, and Schwarber can't believe it. 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Back-to-back Ks for A.J. Minter. It's been a battle on the pitching mound between the Phillies and the Braves. Both starters went very deep. Elder matched Nola. And the bullpen has been great for both teams. Trey Turner due up, and he fouls the first pitch back. Turner made 2 great defensive plays. And he's 2 for 10 lifetime-wise against Minter, with 3 Ks and a walk. Nobody on. 2 outs. And the 0-1 inside. A changeup that was in the dirt. Clouds have started to come back up, but they're still pretty friendly. The sun is peeking out a little bit at the bank. 1-1 to Trey. The pitch. Swing and a miss. The pitch was in the dirt, and Trey went fishing after it. And he's behind in the count, 1-2. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. Minter kicks, fires. Swing and a miss. And Trey Turner strikes out, and A.J. Minter strikes out the side as we go to the top of the 9th. And Phillies and Braves still trying to look for their first run. Oh, boy. Okay, guys, if you're brand new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe. Algo people, do your thing. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at, man? I need you guys. Overpaid Turner can't hit. He's not overpaid, my guy. You really think that he's overpaid? That's ridiculous. Anyhow, Eddie. So you asked me a question. What inspired me to do play-by-play as an announcer? What I like to tell people is that my family, my upbringing, and just theater in general. You know, baseball was something that I grew up with in my family. My dad loved baseball. He took me to a couple of World Series games. I was really fortunate enough to go. I've just have always had a passion for doing this. I really have. I went to Rowan University, and every time I put these headsets on, I'm in my own element. I'm in my own realm. And the fact that I get to do this with you guys as color commentators, as guys that can just paint the story, paint the picture, it's great. And I love it. And, it's like a watch-along, but we still do play-by-play too, So that's how I got into this. And I'm not stopping. We're going to keep doing this, and we're going to keep getting more and more reps. Keith, did you see his defense? He makes a lot more than most 240 hitters. I understand, Larry. His defense has been pretty spotty all season, too. Okay, Kimbrel comes in. All right, for the top of the ninth. Christian Pache's playing out in center field for Brandon Marsh, and Matt Olson will lead things off. Olson is 3 for 4 in his career versus Kimbrel. I just cracked my ankle. We'll get to Kimbrel's stats in just a few seconds. Top of the ninth. Pitch number 1, outside and high for ball 1. Oh, boy. Thanks, Keith. I appreciate it, man. Phillies in their powder blue uniforms on this Thursday afternoon. The 1-0, check swing. He went around, says the third base umpire. One and one. Kimbrel gets set, kicks, fires. The next pitch, another check swing, and Olson went around. That was on back-to-back knuckle curves, and it was on pitches that were nowhere near the strike zone. It is not a save situation for Craig Kimbrel, as we are still tied and still have not had any runs on the board. One ball, 2 strikes. Kimbrel gets set, kick, steals. The pitch up high and outside for a ball. What is up, Jacqueline? Kimbrel has pitched in 30 games this season. He's 35 years old. From Huntsville, Alabama. And has a 4.5 ERA. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball out to left field. It hooks foul and goes out of play. Kimbrel has 44 Ks in 28 innings of work. He's only given up 5 long balls and 14 earned runs. Last time out, he went against the Oakland A's and went an inning and had 2 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch, line drive pulled foul down the right field line. And the count still remains at 2-2. Olson is 3 for 4 lifetime against Kimbrel with a home run and 2 RBI. Kimbrel trying to get him out here, though. JT with the signs. Kimbrel gets set, kicks, fires the pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3, and there's 1 gone. I do have to be honest, according to StatCast, the pitch was outside, but the home plate umpire Ramon De Jesus called it a strike. And from that angle, it kind of looked like it, but It was just a bit off the plate. Raziel Iglesias is now warming up. And Travis d'Arnaud with the first pitch. It was in the strike zone, but it's called a ball. What a day. 1 out in the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes. Kimbrel kick steals the pitch. Swing and a miss. 96 miles per hour on the gun. Keith Pritch says 9th inning soccer game. He is not a fan of low-scoring games, clearly. What's up, Jacqueline? The 1-1 popped up. It's foul behind the plate, and the count is 1-2. d'Arnaud has seen Craig Kimbrel not too many times as you would expect. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a pitch clock violation is called against d'Arnaud, and he's out. He did not get back into the batter's box. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. He had to step back in, and Ramon De Jesus called him out, and Brian Snitker not happy with the call, but doesn't even come out. 2 outs in the top of the 9th, and Sean Murphy will come in to pinch hit. Murphy is 1 for 1 versus Craig Kimbrel. And the first pitch, it's grounded foul. So Murphy will pinch hit for Kevin Pillar, who came in to pinch hit for Eddie Rosario. No balls, 1 strike. Kimbrel in the 9th. The pitch, swing and a miss. It was on a fastball down Broad Street. Fans clapping along. We are scoreless in the 9th inning. Top of the 9th it is. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Sean Murphy. Kimbrel kick steals the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No. The pitch was outside, and it was on a breaking ball. "13 pitches for Craig Kimbrel. Both teams have 3 hits. Both teams have not scored a run. Both teams in the same division in the National League East, trying to come up with a win. And Kimbrel gets a pitch clock violation called against him as he ran out of time, and it's a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 8 seconds left on the pitch clock to Sean Murphy. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Kimbrel kick steals the pitch. On the inside corner, called strike 3, and Craig Kimbrel strikes out the side. Great job by Kimbrel. We go to the bottom of the 9th as the Phillies are looking to try to win the ball game and split the series against the Atlanta Braves. We'll be back in just a few moments as Castellanos will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th against Raziel Iglesias. Good job, man. Oh, boy. In case you guys are new to my channel, welcome on in to Play-by-Play with JJ. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, as I just mentioned. Be sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and all that jazz. It is 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Let Kimbrel pitch the 10th, too. I agree. I'm with you on that. They have to stand to stretch at 0-0. Oh, my gosh. Oof. Icy Bucket says, this is why I like Kimbrel. Whatever happens to Kimbrel, he keeps on going. Yes, that's what I'm saying, man. He keeps on going and strikes out the batter. Again, guys, that is what Aaron Nola needs. He needs that. It's mental toughness. That's all it is. All right. So Eddie asked me, is there a game or moment? Is there a game or moment? I want to make sure I get over to this. Is there a game or moment in your broadcasting career that makes you feel happy or joyful, and why? A game that I called that made me feel really happy. When the Blue Rocks were down 5-0, and there was a go-ahead 3-run home run that was hit. And I don't know why. Right now, I can't remember it because I think I'm just like caught up in this moment here. But when that happened, that was really cool to witness. They were down 5-0, and they had no business winning that game. And they won. And the game was called short because of the rain. Kimbrel is the anti-Nola. Tell your friends. Welcome, everyone. Tell your friends. Yes. Raisel Iglesias. He's 2-2 on the season. He's 10-12 in save opportunities. This, of course, is not a save opportunity. But he does have a 4.34 ERA. Hilliard comes in to play left field as Sean Murphy was utilized as the pinch hitter. Sam Hilliard playing out in left. Castellanos 0 for 3 lifetime against Raisel Iglesias. The meat of the order for the Phillies coming up. One run will win the ball game. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's Castellanos, Harper, and Real Muto. And if it gets any further than that, Stott will come up. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, a slider that was low, and Castellanos went fishing after it. Not a good day for Nick, but he has a chance to wipe it all away. Wiz Khalifa on here. What is up, Wiz? Thanks for coming on, my guy. Don't forget to hit the like button, my guy, and hit the bell icon, too. I hope you're having a great day. No balls, 2 strikes. And Iglesias throws a slider that is fouled off by Castellanos. Oh and 2. Iglesias in the stretch. The next pitch. Ooh, just a little bit outside, and Castellanos takes it off. Hey, brother, already did. Oh, I meant to everybody else. That wasn't just targeted to you. That was my bad. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch. A changeup that swung on and missed. And Nick Castellanos has a hat trick of strikeouts. 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. That is now 4 strikeouts in a row for Braves pitching. Harper due up. He's 4 for 6 lifetime against Raisel Iglesias with 3 homers and 7 RBI. So the stats are in his favor here. Last time Bryce homered was against the Braves on May 25th. The pitch, down low. Harper wearing his dark red and green batting gloves. The pitch, inside and low for ball 2. They're powder blue. 2-0 pitch. Another swing and a miss. Phillies' first 6 hitters are 0 for 17 with 2 walks today. That's a good stat, man. Well, that's an interesting stat. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Iglesias throws it, and it's down low. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-1 is fouled off. Harper hit it, and it went in and out of the glove of Travis d'Arnaud. Harper trying to get on base. He walked his last time up. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. The pitch. Line drive into right center field. On the run is Harris, the second, and he makes the catch. A screamer that was hit out towards right center field. Harris, the second, got a good jump on it. And there's 2 away in the bottom of the 9th. And Harper throws the helmet as he's really angry at himself in the dugout, letting out his frustration. JT due up. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Pitch number 1, inside and low. He's 2 for 8 lifetime against Iglesias with 2 Ks and a walk. The pitch, inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch, fly ball out to left field. On the run is Hilliard, and he makes the catch for out number 3. It's time to go to extras, as the Phillies and Braves have not put up a run just yet on 3 hits for each of their respected ball clubs. And we go to the top of the 10th. All right, guys, guess what I got to do? I got to make sure that I get this. Okay. So now I got to do this over again, guys. Lucky Place says I'm nervous for this. I feel you on that. Guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe at the bell icon. I got to make sure that I get this ready. Knew I had to do this again. So we got Acuna, right? I got to make an extra stat sheet now. Acuna, Albies. Figured this would happen. Riley, Ozuna, Olsen, Darno. What a game, man. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon, so that way you know when I upload. Did I miss somebody? Oh, no. Acuna, Albies, Riley, Ozuna, Olsen. Olsen, Darno, Hilliard, Arcia, and Harris. All right. Okay, let's make sure that I have this on correctly. We go to the top of the 10th inning. All right, the question is, well, who's coming in? And who's going to be the ghost runner? Phillies are 4-1 in extra innings, while the Braves are 3-1. So Hilliard made the last out, so he will be the ghost runner. And it'll be Arcia, Harris, and Acuna coming up. Junior Marte comes in. In 17 games, he has a 6.89 ERA. In 15.2 innings of work, but he's been very strong as of lately for the most part. Hilliard is the ghost runner at second base. So a base hit could give the Braves a 1-0 lead. Keith, I appreciate it, man. I really do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Come on, man. Arcia due up first. And the first pitch. It's a chopper over to first base. And Clemens is just going to win the race over to the bag. Marte had to get out of the way. Hilliard does go over to third. I definitely should mention that. And there's 1 out. Marte had to get out of the way, though, because with the way it was hit over towards Clemens. It was playing all the way towards the right side of first base, towards the grass. And Arcia wasn't really running that quickly. So Hilliard goes over to third. Arcia grounds out. And Michael Harris, the second due up. The first pitch. It's a slider at the knees for a called strike. Rising Rhino, what is up? What is good? Top of the 10th. Still no score. A runner at third for the Braves. The pitch, the 0-1. It's grounded right through the hole for a base hit. And coming in to score is Hilliard on an RBI single by Michael Harris II. Oh boy, the Braves finally get the first run of the ball game, and it's in extra innings. 1-0 Atlanta. Just put it in a good spot on a fastball down the middle. Harris made some great contact with it. And after 9 scoreless innings, the Braves strike first. Throw back over to first to get Harris is not in time. Atlanta up 1-0 in the top of the 10th. Acuna Jr., their best hitter, 0 for 4 today, but he's up at the plate. The pitch inside for ball 1. Chris Paul got traded to the Warriors? Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to focus on this, but that is crazy. I don't think it does. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Acuna is fouled back. I will tell you that the one thing that I did not know, for those of you that are interested to see if this, if the ghost runner will be applied for the playoffs, it does not. It's just a traditional playoff, or it's just a traditional extra innings. I was curious about that. The 1-1 pitch. Up high for ball 2. JT can't make the throw to second, and Michael Harris, the second, gets in there safely. That gets rid of the double play. And Harris, the second, is now in scoring position. Marte with 6 pitches. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. And JT got the ball, but then could not make the throw because it slipped out of his hand. The 2-1. Outside and low for ball 3. And now they should probably just intentionally walk Acuna Jr. Albies does wait on deck. He'll be batting on the right side. Or on the left side, I should say. 3-1. Fouled off. 100 miles per hour on the gun. And they're still going to pitch to Acuna Jr. here. Riley waits in the hole. On deck is Albies. Harris, the second at second base. 1-0 Atlanta in the top of the 10th. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive back up the middle for a base hit. Harris, the second, will go over to third. Pache throws it into second base. And that puts runners at the corners. With still 1 out. That's the first hit of the ball game for Acuna Jr. The good news is that the double play ball is intact. The crowd is silent at Citizens Bank Park. Just a good piece of hitting by Acuna Jr. got past Trey Turner. He wouldn't have been able to make the play. First pitch to Albies. A hanging slider that's taken all the way for a called strike. A double play could be a Phillies' best friend here. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Marte gets the signs from Real Muto. No balls, 1 strike. The throw back over to first, not in time. $5. Have no fear, I'm here. Drink your beer, victory is near. We're so close, man. No balls, 1 strike to Ozzy Albies. The kick and the next pitch. Ground ball foul down the first base line. Harris the second over at third. And Acuna Jr. at first. 1-0 Atlanta. Acuna Jr. can fly. No balls, 2 strikes to Albies. Marte kicks, delivers the pitch. Way outside and high for a ball. A sold-out crowd at Citizens Bank Park. And the Phillies are down 1-0 in extras. The 1-2. Foul ball. Giants and Padres just got started. Albies, over his last 7 days coming into today, has 9 hits and 23 at-bats and has driven in 9 runs. The pitch. Ground ball, foul down the first base line, and it's a 1-2 count. As Albies does stay alive. On deck is Riley. Good play, though, by Clemens as the ball was just foul. 1-2. 1 out in the top of the 10th. The pitch up high for ball 2 to throw over the second base to get Acuña's not in time. And now there's 2 runners in scoring position. The throw was way off the line as Turner had to come in to even make the catch. Runners are now at second and third, and it's 2-2 to Albies. That gets rid of the double play. And the Braves could try to take a 2-0 lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Albies. Fouled off again. Acuña Jr. trying to get the fans to cheer. Wow. Telling them how it really is. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Ozzy Albies. Marte kick steals the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Albies finally strikes out, and Marte wins the battle. But there's 2 outs, and Austin Riley comes up next. The pitch was inside and low, and Albies got fooled on the slider. Austin Riley due up. Phillies need to get 1 more out if they want to come back up with a 1-0 deficit. The first pitch fouled off. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe. Algo people, do your thing. Become a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ family. No balls, 1 strike to Austin Riley. Acuña Jr. at second. Harris the second over at third. The 0-1. Line drive into left field. On the run is Schwarber, and he drops it. He tried to make the diving catch. He dropped the baseball. 1 run comes in to score. Acuña comes in to score. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. And the fans are stunned. Schwarber dropped it. He tried to make a diving catch, and it's a 2-run single for Austin Riley. It just went, it didn't even, it hit the bottom of the glove. It didn't even go in and out of the glove. He just missed it, and he couldn't get there. Man. Here comes Ozuna. The first pitch, it was way inside, but it's called a strike anyways. Fans booing for Kyle Schwarber. The 0-1, outside and low for ball 1. Schwarber obviously not happy with himself. Ozuna's 0 for 3. He walked his in the second inning, and he lifts this one high and deep out to left field, and that ball is long gone. And it's a 5-0 ball game on a hanging breaking ball left out over the middle of the plate. Home run number 14 for Marcell Ozuna. 406 feet. And the Braves lead it 5-0. And this is getting ugly. So a 2-run single for Austin Riley on a dropped play out in left field by Schwarber, and Ozuna makes things a little bit worse for Phillies fans as it's now 5-0 on a 2-run homer. First pitch to Matt Olson, swing and a miss, and fans are now filing out of the stadium. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch down low and outside for a ball. I'm with you on that. Olsen is 0 for 3 today. He walked in the fourth. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. Six men already have come up to the plate. In this inning. There's Rob Thomson in the Phillies dugout. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Marte finally gets out of the inning, but the Braves, they score 5 runs. Thanks to an RBI single by Michael Harris II, a 2-run base hit by Austin Riley, on a drop catch by Kyle Schwarber, and a 2-run homer for Marcell Ozuna. We go to the bottom of the 10th. It's the last chance for the Phils. And now I got to get their lineup in. Okay, give me a sec, guys. Let's do this. All right, so we got Schwarber, Turner, Castellanos, Harper, Realmuto. Leading off the inning is Stott. Got Stott, Bohm, Clemens, and Pache. Keep crushing it, JJ. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. It's all good at Long Ball McLovin. What's up, Long Ball? Sorry, just getting here, JJ. Been a busy day, brother. Well, your guy, Ozuna, just hit a big 2-run homer to give the Braves a 5-0 lead. It was a shutout as we go to the bottom of the 10th inning. So it's the last chance for the Phillies. We're so close to getting 30 likes, guys. We need 2 more. That's what Gabe says. We want to continue to grow the family, man. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure that you join today by hitting that subscribe button. All right, 1 sip of good luck for this cup of coffee. Let's do this. All righty. Alyssa, what's up, Alyssa? I have a sister. Her name is Alyssa. Thanks for coming on here. So Nick Anderson will come in to pitch the bottom of the 10th. In 28 games, he has a 4-0 record, a 3.38 ERA, and 29.1 innings of work. He's only allowed 2 homers this season. So the ghost runner for the Phillies will be JT Realmuto. And Bryson Stott will be up at the plate. But JT's standing in the dugout. I don't know why. So maybe they put in a pinch runner for him. Oh, it's because Christian Pache, I think, made the final out. Is that right? No, JT made the final out. Huh. Okay. We will be 10 games behind the Braves. The Braves will win 4 in a row against the Phillies. It ain't over yet, man. It's not over. You got to play all outs. All right, JT comes out, and he will go over to second base, representing the ghost runner. Marlins 6 games behind the Braves in the NL East. The Phillies right now are 9. Phillies are down 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the 10th. It was a scoreless game through 9 innings. And the Braves just exploded. Here's Bryson Stott, and he takes the first pitch up high from Nick Anderson. Stott is 0 for 3 today. He's lined out twice, and he's also struck out. 1 ball, no strikes. Realmuto leads off at second. Anderson trying to close the deal. The pitch, swing and a miss. 93 miles per hour on the gun. Aaron Nola and Bryce Elder went toe-to-toe. And the Phillies bullpen laid an egg first. The 1-1 swing and a miss on a fastball that was not even close to the strike zone. It was way up high. And that's now a 1-2 count. Realmuto leads off at second. 1-2, the pitch. Ground ball into left field for a base hit. JT is going to just go over to third base, and Bryson Stott gets on with an opposite field single right through the hole. Phillies not done yet, but they are down 5-0. Braves just trying to close this one out. There's Kyle Schwarber. They're showing the replay of Kyle Schwarber not making the catch out in left field, and he certainly should have, that's for sure. If you guys are just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We just reached the 545 mark. Thank you so much. Whoever just subscribed, thank you. Shout yourself out. Here's Alec Boehm. And the first pitch to Boehm is lifted out to right field. And going back is Acuna Jr. He makes the catch. Coming in to score is JT Realmuto, and it's an RBI sacrifice fly, and the Phillies are finally on the board. Acuna Jr. made a heck of a throw, though. Forgot to mention that. But JT was safe, and he came in standing. That was a really good throw by Acuna Jr. But it is a sac fly, as Stott stays put over at first. The ball didn't even touch the plate. And he threw that pretty deep. It's unbelievable, the arm strength that he has. Clemens due up. First pitch on the outside corner, taken all the way for a called strike. Cody is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and is lined out as well. He has 4 homers and 13 RBI on the season. Anderson gets the signs from d'Arnaud. Kicks, fires the next pitch. In the dirt for ball 1. Seven pitches for Anderson. He's facing the 27-year-old from Houston, Texas. The pitch on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. A fastball at 94. Clemens has not faced Nick Anderson. 1-2. 1 out in the bottom of the 10th. Phillies down 5-1. The pitch laid off on a pitch that was in the dirt and inside. If Clemens gets on, and if the inning continues, Christian Pache waits on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cody. Anderson gets the signs, kicks, fires the next pitch, inside and low for ball 3. He took a fastball. Pache waits on deck. He came in to pinch hit for Brandon Marsh. And he struck out. The 3-2 pitch fouled off. And d'Arnaud could not hang on. What was a sold-out crowd is now a quiet crowd. But there are obviously still a lot of fans here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Foul ball again. Clemens is getting a lot of props, though, for keeping the at-bat alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cody. Anderson kick steals the next pitch. Ground ball fouled off again. What a battle between Clemens and Anderson. I don't know if the Phillies have necessarily ever have a 5-0 deficit in extra innings. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball fouled off towards the first base side. Anderson is throwing some good pitches, but Clemens is battling. Cody Clemens, the son of Roger Clemens, is traded along with Gregory Soto from the Detroit Tigers to the Phillies last offseason. The 3-2 pitch to Clemens. It's popped up towards the infield, backing up his Albies as he backtracks and goes over to his right side in the outfield, and he makes the catch, and there's 2 away. The Phillies are down to their final outs. And Christian Pache, all hands on deck for him. Two gone in the bottom of the 10th. A runner still over at first, and the first pitch in the dirt for ball one. Stott does go over to second base as he moves on the defensive indifference. The 1-0, it's just a little bit down low, and maybe a little bit outside too. Pache went on the injured list a couple of months ago, but just came back in the Oakland series. The former Brave himself, the 2-0 pitch on the outside corner, taken all the way for a called strike. Padres lead it 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning as they're taking on a red-hot San Francisco Giants team. 2-1 to Pache, and the pitch in the dirt for ball three. Kyle Schwarber does wait on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike. Stott at second base. 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. The pitch outside for ball 4, and Pache gets on with a walk. Phillies are not done yet. Stott stays put at second, and here comes Kyle Schwarber. He can try to make up for the error that he provided, even though it wasn't ruled as an error, on that 2-run base hit by Austin Riley in the 10th. First pitch to Schwarber. That pitch was way outside, but it's called a strike. Kyle is 0 for 4. Trying to extend his hitting streak. The pitch down low and inside for a ball. He has a chance to do so here. Phillies in their powder blue uniforms. They are 38-35 on the season. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson kicks, steals the pitch. Just a little bit down low for ball 2. The Braves, on the other hand, they're 47-26. And if they win, they would be 10 games above the Phillies in the NL East. 2 balls, 1 strike. Anderson looks back at second. The pitch to Schwarber. Ground ball over to first base. Olsen fields it on 2 ops and wins the race to the bag for out number 3. And that'll do it. Phillies lose by a final score of 5-1. They only get 1 run on the RBI sacrifice fly by Alec Bohm, and Nick Anderson comes in to close the deal. It is now win number 48 on the season for Atlanta, and the Phillies are now 38-36. They lose the series at home versus the Braves, and Bryce Elder went toe-to-toe against Aaron Nola. He went 7 strong innings, only allowed 3 hits, 2 walks, and he had 6 strikeouts. And the Phillies could not get any runs off of him today. And the bullpen for the Braves give them a lot of credit too, because they were outstanding. A.J. Minter came in to pitch the 9th inning, struck out the side. And the Phillies just had a very hard time going up against them. And, on the cast, you could see Ricky Bottalico not so happy as Michael Barkan and Ricky Bottalico doing their post-game show on NBC Sports Philadelphia. All right, guys, I want to thank you all so much for coming on here and joining me. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Phillies lose the series, and it was tough. That was a tough loss, but hopefully the Phillies can try to bounce back and beat the Mets, because that was definitely not what the doctor ordered for the Phils. But the Braves played really good baseball. Give them a lot of credit. Phillies just struggled, and they have to be better. So there's just no doubt about it. I love you all so much. In case you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. All right, I'll catch you all tomorrow night. 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time is the start for the Phillies Mets Game 1 of a 3-game set. I love you guys, and I will catch you all on the next one tomorrow night. Lila Tov. Peace.